Hey guys, welcome back. I'm saying welcome back, but by the video editing we're going to do, it's going to be like that. But anyway, so you see we got some more work done with this removal. If you come around over here, I'm going to kind of show you one of the things we had to do. We took the bottom valence panel off here to allow us access. Again, that travels. So we had to get that off in order to allow for us to get the front right fender off, which is our main goal that we're going after here. You'll see that we took the hood is off of the car. We took the hood support off here and made a couple of calls to Custom Auto Air to ask them to update their documentation, so they clearly state that the fender's got to come off, because nowhere in the documentation does it say that. But you do find out, later that because this heater core assembly box that will be removed also covers up the blower, which is inside the fender, the whole thing has to come off. Also, I did some more research on the job, and after calling Custom or Classic Auto Air, the research I did from other folks who have completed this job previously, I use first gen Firebird site a lot for reference material, and both Classic Auto Air and some of the guys on the forum said to use this 3M tape to protect the edges as you're doing this removal job. So we've got 3M tape that we've got around all the edges as we remove this, so we don't chip any paint or have any issues with that. Some of the further, since I've never removed the fender, some of the further stuff that I've done is, I went over these pictures, and of course this is the reverse side, but it's kind of showing me places where I'm going to get after these bolts. I've already removed my support, my chrome support guy that I have here, and now we're going to start taking all these bolts off. You can see the front side of the fender, we've got some more bolts. This is actually the marker light on the left side, but you can see some of these bolts we're going to have to remove in the front to get it out. And finally I got another photo here that shows of a guy who's got it completely out, and he's also showing some of the lower bolts that have to come off on the side of the blower. And there's that blower that we're trying to get after ultimately, because you got a couple of bolts there, and then there's about 5 bolts for the heater core, and then the whole casing will come off. And then Classic Auto Air has provided block off plates for all of that. So we'll continue the work, and once we get this fender off and we move forward, we'll shoot another video and show you what it looks like with all that off, and I'll share any of the issues. This is probably my 4th large job on this car after changing out the rear end and could do the disc brake conversion that I did last year on this. So nothing ever goes as planned, as many of you know when you start working on a 40-plus-year-old car. But so far, knock on wood, we haven't had any major issues with strip, broke bolts, or anything like that where we've had to get a die cutter out or anything like that. So hopefully it continues on like that. I probably just jinxed myself, but we'll take a break and see you back soon.